Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 125, I think. We're the Cookie Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Sarah.
Dave is sick. Big shocker there. Dave's always sick.
No, I'm not.
I don't know. I feel like you've been sick on this podcast more than anybody else.
I
Yeah,
agree.
it's true. And it's not COVID though. It did a at-home test.
You didn't hear what I had to say.
No, I didn't hear what you said either.
I asked David, is that a new chair?
Oh,
Oh, I did not hear that at all. It's not. Yeah.
new to him, but not new to his room, not new to the house.
Yeah. It's we got new furniture the other day. So this was downstairs, and it's just kind of we put a bunch of furniture upstairs because it's just a storage area pretty much, unless eventually we start using the upstairs, or I start using the upstairs. Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. But anyways, that's my bad. But it's if I start using the upstairs for having friends over. But either way, so I put this up here and I was like, ooh, I kind of want to see if this is a little bit better because there's more cushion on this chair. It's like nice big cushion. And my other chair is just like sitting on a slab of wood. It's just hard. It doesn't, I thought this was a little bit higher too. I think it's the same height, actually, maybe an extra inch. So I put it in here and it's good and bad because one, it's comfy, but two, I can't like move.
Yeah,
Like the other one had
it's
wheels.
not on wheels. Yeah.
So like I could just kind of do this, turn, blah, blah, blah. And if I want to scoot it up, it's like I have to like, move, pick up my body and then move the chair. It's a whole situation. So we're seeing how it goes right now. But it is not COVID. I took an at-home test. Shoved the thing on my nose, did the thing 5 times.
Yeah, stirred that shit around.
And did 5 times. My eyes are watering like crazy. There's a whole process. Things so complicated. It's like you do this, then you gotta like squeeze the nostril juices into this thing.
God.
Yeah, onto the test, and then you have to wait 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I've never taken like an at-home. Like I've gotten tests done like to travel, but I've never like done one.
When the government said that you can get the free ones, I sent them to my apartment and I sent them to my mom at home. So we just have them. And so she wasn't feeling super great last week. So just out of precaution, we both took tests. And I was like, this is so complex. They tell you 5 times and then it's only 4 drops of whatever it is.
Yes.
Yes. No more, no less, 4 drops. And then it's lay flat and don't look at for 20 minutes. And I was like, this is intense.
It's what if I put 5 drops in there, it's going to become negative, or
it's fucked if you put an extra drop.
I don't understand. So yeah, there was that. So I guess it's just, I don't know.
A cold, most people call it.
Cold, yeah.
No.
Yeesh.
Yay. I have had nothing interesting besides the fact. So the night before I left Buffalo, went out with Tyler, drank way too much, thought I was going to throw up, didn't. Solid. Yeah. And so the next day felt like dog shit and I had to fly home. So I was somewhat active throughout the day. I started feeling a little bit better and then the headache would come back and then I would feel better again. And the headache came back. It was just a back and forth all day. So anyways, I get on the plane after an hour delay because the plane just wasn't showing up. We get on the plane. The pilot's like, oh, we just came from Cancun. It's spring break. So there was a lot of, it's a madhouse down in Cancun. And then because they're flying in from out of the country, customs has to do a security check on the plane. So that took forever, apparently. So then we finally took off an hour late. We get down to Orlando. We land 10 minutes after we were supposed to land. So we weren't even that delayed. And then we sat on the fucking plane for half an hour because they kept saying, oh, there's no gate agent to bring the jet bridge over. And I'm like, why? Were we not scheduled to land 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
And then another plane pulls up next to us. Their gate agent, boom, jet bridge right away. And they were a Frontier flight. I'm like, why couldn't he just come over to us 10 minutes earlier before they landed? So I was fucking pissed. Finally get off the plane and I'm just like, okay, let me go to the bathroom. And by this time, it's already like midnight. I think it's after midnight that I got off the plane. And so I go to the bathroom. Then I get on that, like the stupid tram thing that takes you from, where the planes are to the main terminal. And I don't get motion sickness, but I did on this tram. I was like, I am not okay right now. I know it's because I drank too much the previous night, but like it's been a solid 24 hours now and I still feel like shit. And so I'm like, I just got to lay the fuck down. I got to get the fuck home. I want to go to bed. It's all I want. And then I take one step out of the Orlando airport, forgetting how humid the Orlando airport is. And I was just like, fuck that. I went right back inside. My friend Colleen is coming to pick me up. She texted me. She goes, I'm on my way to you now, but there's a lot of traffic. So, just
at midnight.
Yeah, there was a shit ton of traffic like at the airport. So I'm like, all right, I'll go sit outside. I'll sit on a bench and just wait for her to get there. So I got outside. She pulls up and I just walk over to her car, looking like a sack of shit, feeling like a sack of shit. Get in the car, immediately just recline the seat all the way. I'm just like, Colleen, I'll talk a little bit because it's a long drive back to my house, but don't expect much out of me. Finally make it all the way home after what seemed like the longest 45-minute drive of my life. Basically crawl in the door. I just lay on the couch for another 20 minutes before I even make it to bed. And I wake up the next morning. I'm just like, I never am flying again. I hate flying.
It's not the flying.
It was the drinking.
Well, it was the flying too, because it was like, I would have been fine had I gotten off the plane immediately. It was like the whole sitting on the plane thing, because now I'm getting claustrophobic. Everybody's standing up because they expected to get off. So now literally everybody but me is standing on this plane. I go, can we all just sit back down? Obviously nothing's happening. The pilot keeps coming over the intercom saying, I'm really sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. Not that we have a fucking choice, but to be patient, because what are we going to do? Hijack the plane and kick the door open and jump? It was a super nice flight crew, and the pilot was very apologetic. He goes, we are literally bothering the shit out of this airport right now to bring us a gate agent. We get that you guys were already delayed getting on the plane. Now you're delayed getting off the plane. So I had enough. I was so tired.
With my when I went to the Charlotte airport, we didn't even the tunnel thing or whatever, the bridge.
Yeah.
I wasn't even brought over. We walked downstairs onto the tarmac.
I would have rather done that.
I did that when I was in Europe, but that's the only time I've not walked through a tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they said, I can't remember why they said we were doing it, but they just said, hey, we're going to be boarding off, not into the tunnel. We're going to be going right down the stairs. And if you had a checked bag,
go get it out of the plane yourself.
No, if there was no overhead space. So if you check your carry-on, they said it's going to be out there. So they were literally just all on the ground and you had to just find your bag.
You'd think in this day and age, right, there'd be a better system to airports than what we're currently working with. I
compare airports to the DMV. Nobody works there is ever happy to be there. No. And they don't care about making anything more convenient for anybody else.
No.
So it's never going to change.
They're there because it's a job and they had no other choice. And they just, as long as shit gets done, that's all that matters.
If they just had a better attitude,
everybody would be so much happier.
So much, and they would be so much happier.
Exactly.
If they had a better attitude.
And it's not just the airport; it's everybody from the airport, sky, back to the airport. The pilots don't give a fuck. The flight attendants, they don't care.
I agree. Hopefully, I have a better experience than the two of you just recently.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not always like that. I usually have a decent experience.
Being in the airport. I don't like the act of flying, but I like
that's what I don't like. Airports are fun.
I'm always really like overly nice to everybody that works in the airport to make them feel really shitty about being shitty to me.
I don't think they give a shit at all.
I have never had a problem with anybody. No one seems so miserable to me. I mean, anytime I've been to the airport, like the workers. Really? But then when I walked down the stairs to the tarmac, I thought it was the coolest thing ever, honestly. So I didn't.
That is pretty cool.
Like we got to just walk under there and boom, walk up to the building. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
If we're looking at like TSA agents, right? Like, those
guys are miserable.
Yeah, they fucking sit there. No words are spoken from them to us. They speak to each other all that. They're buddy with their coworkers. But like the second the person who's supposed to be there, keeping the airport in operation, they're like, why are you here? You're a terrorist. Like, that's just what it is.
It's pretty awful to me when I flew from North Carolina to Boston a couple years ago now in 2020. Yeah. I wearing a mask, and I mean, I always wear my glasses, right. But my license, they make me take my glasses off. And yeah. That's how my license has been since I was 17. So like I've flown multiple times since I was 17. When I showed them my license with the mask and the glasses on, they made me take everything off. They're like, you need to take your glasses and your mask off so we can see that this is you. And I was like, my glasses? Really?
Like, this doesn't block my face at all.
I was like, you can't tell that that's me? They were like, just take it off. And I was like, okay. Yeah. And it's happened every time I've flown now with a mask, they make me take my glasses and my mask off. And I'm like, I really don't want to do that.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I don't have to take my glasses off. They've never asked me to do that. But like the mask, and like I get the whole mask thing. I get that. But like, hey, be nice about it. Like the one guy I was dealing with, I can't remember if it was the Orlando airport or the Buffalo airport. He was just like yelling at every single person who goes, let me see your face. I'm just like, yo, chill, dude. Just be like a simple, can you pull your mask down? Just a little something like that. That's all I ask for. Just a little common courtesy.
Wait, why is it such a big deal for you to just lift up your glasses?
I don't like to.
But it's literally like,
it's the principle. It's the fact that it's pointless because they can very clearly see her face around the frames.
I understand that, but
if you were wearing like sunglasses, I'd understand.
I also like, I never like taking my glasses off, like ever.
Yeah.
It like really bugs. I mean, like I've worn them since I was 8. So like, I just don't like taking them. I feel like I don't look like myself without them on. So like, I just prefer to never have to take them off.
Okay.
So I don't find it necessary while see me without my glasses. Like it bugs me. I just don't like to. Because then other people see me without my glasses. It's a whole thing. I don't like it.
When I had to wear the mask in every airport that I was at 3 different airports, maybe 4 different airports. Yeah. Anytime they checked my ID, it was just, I mean, I don't know who you guys are running into, because me, it's just, hey, just pull down your mask so we can check. Okay, boom. And then once he checked mine, he was like, hey, you should go over there, the line's shorter. I'm like, oh, thanks, bro.
You know why? You know why, Dave? Because you're also a miserable piece of shit.
Yeah, I was
talking about, bro.
So like they catch that vibe from you, and they're like, oh no, he's good. He's one of us. He's fine.
Yeah.
Because aren't TSA agents also government employees?
Yeah.
Maybe they just know.
They just know what's up.
Yeah.
They know I'm miserable at my job. Mm-hmm. So like, all right, we're gonna be nice to this dude.
Yeah. It's just like that. Well, then you got the fucking people who have to double check, like, right, you send your bag to the X-ray machine, and then you got the motherfucker, they're doing a good job, but who has to check your bag in case there's a mysterious item.
Well, that guy, but I told you guys that story on like at the podcast after I got back, because I had a bunch of Pop-Tarts in my bag.
You did not tell us this.
No.
I didn't?
No.
Oh, so my carry-on, it got flagged. And now what it said was
how many is a bunch of Pop-Tarts?
I had like 6 Pop-Tarts in there.
Like 6 packages or 3 packages, 6 Pop-Tarts?
Or 6 packages. Damn, so 12 total.
A lot of Pop-Tarts.
And that was the one you ate the other day.
Yeah.
One of the ones. And so I see it get stopped, and then it fucking moves over to
and you're just like, mother. Everything was flowing so smoothly until your bag just whoop out that way.
I was like, come on.
What'd you say, Sarah?
You're gonna like make a mess out of your bag.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing I was just like, if you're about to go through my whole fucking bag, I mean, it was already hard enough trying to because
they know that you're jam packing your entire life into the smallest bag possible to not have to pay more fees for this unbelievably high priced flight you're about to take. And they just go in there, everything's gone. And they just toss it back and they go, here you go. You zip it back up, bitch. Yeah. Now kiss my ring.
He wasn't, once again, he was, besides what he said to me was, so he gets it. He goes, whose bag is this? Very monotone, very pretty like.
They're never like, excuse me, folks. I'm about to check this bag. Whose might this be? They're like, hey, whose bag?
This one.
Yeah, I'm like, it's mine. He's like, I'm gonna look through it.
Stop shaking it. My Pop-Tarts are in there.
He's like, I'm gonna look through it. I'm like, I didn't think anything else.
Yeah, you're like, I thought you were just holding it for a second there.
But then he pulls up the X-ray, and right away I'm thinking it's my charger. I'm thinking it's my mobile charger, because they said take electronics out, and I was like, fuck yourself.
This thing's small.
I didn't take it out any other time except for this one. So, I didn't take it out at all. And then this, I was like, okay, maybe it's this.
Yeah.
So I see him pull it up, and it's the X-ray is circled. Or what's circled in the X-ray is the bag of shooters that I have. I have like 12 shooters in a Ziploc baggie.
Yeah.
Which is allowed.
So, right?
Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, those are less than 3. Yeah. But if you have them, they just have to be in a clear Ziploc baggie, a quart.
Yeah.
Nothing bigger, nothing smaller, I guess, or nothing bigger.
Let me tell you, I cheat that rule all the time.
Me too.
Yeah.
What rule? The 3.4
The liquid. Ounces? Yeah, the liquid rule. I put it in a bigger bag. 2, I never take the bag out like they tell you to do. And 3, I think that's about it. Sometimes I'll go a little bit bigger. Like if it's like a semi, like if it's like I don't bring gels with me. They always say gel, but like I'll bring like my hair stuff, which could be qualified as a gel. That's way bigger than 3.2 ounces.
I never put anything in a plastic bag. It's always under. Yeah. It's always 3 ounces or under, but it's just packed away the way I want it to be, and it's just how that goes.
Yeah, they don't care.
Well, one, you didn't even have to take out the liquids because Will had some too. Will had asked, "Oh, I have shooters," and I think Buffalo.
He said shooters.
Poor choice of words.
Well, he fucking pulled out the bag. He goes, "I have some whatever you call them," and they go, "Oh no, that's fine. You keep it in there." And he did that I think one more time, and he realized, okay, I'm good. What?
Yeah.
You guys strictly call them shooters? Like, is that what you call them?
Yeah. I mean, they're also called
nips.
Nips. I heard of nips before.
That's what I've always called them.
I think we've talked about this before on the podcast, and I hate that you call them that.
You hate that I exist. So.
I do not hate that you exist. Don't accuse me of that. The podcast will believe you.
Yeah, I've heard them as nips, and I've heard them as something else, but I call
them little bottles of alcohol.
Will honestly might have said that. I've got little bottles of. He might not have said shooters.
Yeah.
And then they were like, that's fine. Like, you can just keep it in your bag. Okay. So either way, I see that it's circled, and I'm like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh, my nips.
Yeah, my nips are fucking loose. So, so then he's checking.
Yeah, we lost her. Sarah's gone. We lost her with loose nips.
With the loose nips, was that it? Is that the trigger?
Yeah.
So.
Damn. Oh wow, we'll give you a second here.
Ooh, I'm sweating.
Yeah. What's great, Sarah, is if we make just enough noise, your mic doesn't pick up your audio. So like you'll just go completely silent.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't hear her laughing. She's just a silent laugher, but then everything went quiet and I heard her mic pick up her laughter. And I was like, oh, okay. She does go silent though.
She does, yeah.
Yeah. She starts off strong and then it's just.
All right.
Okay. So then I think he opens my bag first. I can't remember if he opens up the bag first or he goes into like the front zipper. But I don't think he actually took out the shooters, but he like went in the bag and he started pulling out the Pop-Tarts and he's filling up the Pop-Tarts. Each one, grabbed it lightly, manhandling it. And just
dude, those are my tarts.
And then he stopped, or he was like, okay, yeah, you're good. It was just the Pop-Tarts. They were just like stacked on top of each other, like some of them. So it's just like that's what he looked for. He was like, but you're all good. I'm like, oh, okay. So like that was the only time, and even when he said like he wasn't a dick about the whole thing, the only time it seemed like, but this just might be him because he's a little bit miserable, when he was just like, whose bag is this? I'm gonna check it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
You're like, all right, I don't have anything to hide, so please proceed with your job.
That's why I was gonna be like, if he was gonna take the shooters out, I'd be like, I was gonna be like questioning. I was gonna be like, I brought him through every other airport, dude. And I'd be like, you can throw him out if you want.
I've seen people get like unreasonably pissed off that their bag is getting searched.
Really?
Yeah, like it's like crazy. I'm like, what do you expect? You're packing 15 pocket knives and an oversized toenail clipper in there. Like, what are you doing?
Pocket knives are a no-go.
Yeah, there was a woman behind me in the Buffalo airport when I was coming back down here, and she like handed her ID or her boarding pass or whatever over, and the TSA agent was like, so there's a problem with your boarding pass. You're gonna have to go back like out front and like handle some shit. And the woman was just like, what? And I go, I'm getting the fuck out of here before this gets heated. I think she ended up just walking away. Like once he explained it again, she was just like confused on what he was telling her to do. But I was like, oh boy, she does not sound happy. I wouldn't be happy because I think it was the same woman who we all skipped in line because she was spending 10 years with her stroller trying to figure out where her ID was. It's like, hey, if you're in an airport, the only two things I have on me in an airport, ID, boarding pass. If my boarding pass is on my phone, which it usually, God bless you. If my boarding pass is on my phone, which it usually is, I have ID and cell phone. Everything else in the backpack.
Yes.
I'm not carrying around, and I will still quadruple check my pockets right before I walk into the x-ray. Right before they fucking zap my insides. I go, hold on. I'm good. Let me enter. Because I'm not going to be that motherfucker. Or they're like, empty your pockets. I'm like, I'm fucking good. And then they go, whoop, 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 whoop. Get the dogs out here, sniff him, shove your fingers up his butt. Figure out what he's hiding.
You want to know something crazy? This is just a side story because you brought up the dogs. When Jess and I just went to Disney this last time, I don't remember the whole like why we had because we had to go from our resort to the Poly, and there was no like you had to go to like the park or Springs or somewhere. So we're like, oh, like we'll just go to Magic Kingdom and then take the bus to the Poly or the monorail to the Poly. They don't let you through with like luggage that they like can't easily search like right there. And we had our luggage. We had to wait for them to bring a Disney security with a dog to sniff our luggage to make sure we're good to go. Like we had to open it.
Yeah.
Let them sniff it, and then they're like, okay, you can go.
It's a bit extreme for Disney.
But we're like, we're not even going, we're not entering the park. And they're like, but once you like pass this point, you're technically like in the park because you're past the security point. Because we didn't go through the TTC. So I was like, we were like, I guess so. Like,
go ahead. Have to obey.
I actually just had an interesting experience driving into the city last night after work. So I have my car. I have a parking spot.
Ooh.
The fuck was that?
What was that?
I don't know. I heard it. I think it was definitely, well, it wasn't my end. And if Joe heard it too, I think it was your end, Sarah.
Yeah.
Was it like a high pitched?
It was yeah. Oh, it might have been one of the doors opening, like just opening her door. I have a parking spot. And so in like one of the garages, and
Does it have your name on it?
No. I have my own spot. I have my own spot number, but
okay.
They park it for me. I just like drive in and tell them when I need it, and then they have it ready for when I'm good to go.
Damn, you're fancy. Like, can I get my car, please? Like, okay, yeah.
I was driving in last night, and I go to put my blinker on to turn into the driveway, to turn into the parking garage, and I see this like line of cars like backed up out of the parking garage, and I'm like, like, this is a hassle. This is annoying. Like, I just want to like drive in and go to my building. Like, I'm done now. Thank you. And I'm like sitting on the street, and all of a sudden this guy in the car in front of me rolls his window down and starts talking to me. And I'm like, hello?
And you're sure he was talking to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally, because he was making eye contact with me.
Oh.
Like rolled his window down and like leaned out and was like, he's backed up. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, no shit.
I got it. Yeah. He goes, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I
guess I'm going to fucking wait.
I was like, I live here, so I'm going to wait. And he's like, 10 minutes, he said. And I was like, okay.
Cool. I don't have a fucking choice, do I?
And he was like, so you're just going to sit here? And I go, are you just going to sit here? He was like, well, yeah. And I go, well, yeah, then me too.
What is going on? Like, what is wrong?
You're like, actually, no, I'm going to get some coffee. You want some? You fuck.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I was like, I literally live here. So like, I was like, I don't have another option.
Yeah.
Like, this is where I park my car. And then as of course, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like screaming that I live here. And this is where I park.
I was just going to question that. I go, you told a random stranger and anybody on the street at that current moment that you live there?
And so so then the guy in front of him starts to back up, and he starts to back up. And I'm like, whoa, buddy, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? Because I'm on the street.
Like to him actually, or just like in your head, you're like, what is this? Okay.
And I was like,
yeah, she pulled out her New York. She goes, yo, buddy, where you going?
On the street. So I'm like, I don't really have many options to like go backwards. Like, there's people, like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
So he like maneuvers around and like pulls onto the street, and I'm like, fuck this. And I just go around the block again, and which took me like 5 seconds. And then I came back and there was no car. So somebody had to come out before we could all go in. And I was just like, thank goodness I was not the one that was on the ramp, because if I had to back up, I would have had so much anxiety. So I was like, thank goodness I'm the one on the street where I can just like go around the block and come back. I came back, there was nobody there. I drove right down. I parked my car. There was my nice friend who was speaking to me. He's like, hey. And I was like, hi. And I just like, I like did my thing. He left. So he didn't like see what spot number I was or anything, but cause you like write it on a whiteboard. when you need your car next. And I just wrote it that I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. I just like, there were so many people down there, but like, since I'm there pretty much every other day, they know who I am. So they know when I need my car. So I was like, goodbye. And I was like, thanks so much. And I just like walked into the building, but I was like,
yeah, what was this guy's deal?
What do you want me to do?
Like, who the fuck are you? And why are you asking what my plan is?
Yeah, if it's the same as yours.
I was like, yeah, I'm going to wait.
Right. This guy,
I think he was just so, because like he wasn't in the street, was he?
He was like partially in the garage and partially in the street.
Okay. Because I was going to say he, like, people could probably get around him. So I think he's wondering, like, what are you going to do if you're actually in the street?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was just like, cool.
Literally, that's I don't know if they're like, if this guy's, because like people have asked me questions like I'll just be in a long line. They'll be like, yeah, this is crazy. Like, I mean, what can we do? It's like, I mean, we're both waiting for Timbits here, buddy. So like, yeah. I don't know.
When people talk about lines with me, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. We all chose to make this sacrifice of killing ourselves in this line. Shut up about it. Don't remind me of the line I'm currently waiting in.
But it's just like, I mean, I guess he didn't like know that like I pay I pay monthly to park there, so it's not just like I'm randomly looking for a parking garage where like I could go and find another one where I'm like, no, like,
yeah, like,
yeah. I mean, maybe he was thinking like you knew of another spot and was like, hey, if it takes any longer, maybe I'll go to 4th Street. I don't know. Yeah. They use numbers down there. Fucking stupid ass.
They use numbers a lot of places.
Yeah, I know. 72nd Street, 5th Street, 65th Street. It's like.
And then there's the west and the east side.
Yeah. So.
I was at a restaurant with Shannon earlier today, and she pointed out something that I had forgotten that I read about. I don't think I talked about this on the podcast. I was on Twitter forever ago. And it was a tweet that said, white people love pointing out how long the line has gotten since they've gotten in line. And Shannon brought up something very similar. And I'm glad we just kind of mentioned this. We were at Pizza Press earlier today, and we walked in and there was nobody there. It was fucking empty. So I was like, fuck yeah, got my pizza. Boom, sat down, eating my pizza. We're like finishing up, getting ready to like start packing things up and leave. And she goes, wow, thank God we got here when we did, because look at how long the line is now. And I just started laughing. I'm like, I cannot believe you just fucking said that, because of fucking course you did, because we love to do that shit. It's just like, you'll be in line for something and you'll go, oh, thank God we got in line when we did, because look at it now. Like, I'm like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I never point that out, but I do often notice that people do that.
Always, I try to avoid, I have done it before. I will not say that I haven't done it before. But like, I actively avoid doing it because I'm just like, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm just now reminding myself that I'm still waiting in line. They just happen to be getting in line after me. But like, their wait time's probably gonna be about the same. It's just, it's so fucking stupid. I will say though, the other day I got in line for something and I was the last person in line. And I was like, fuck, I'm that guy that people are pointing out. Like, hey, look at that. Like, thank God we got in line when we did.
At least we're not that guy.
It was at the airport. I was the last one in line for like it was like a good 10 minutes before somebody else got in line behind me. And I was like, fuck me. Right. Like, I wish I'd gotten in line 10 minutes ago. But yeah, I think that's very, very funny. And I see people do it all the time. Ever since I saw that tweet, I actively notice all the time when somebody's like, look at it now. Am I right?
I mean,
like,
yeah. Good thing we got here 10 minutes ago. Imagine if we got here 20 minutes or fucking 5 minutes ago.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't think I even pay attention to that.
No, I just
somebody always points it out to me.
Yeah.
Wait,
I stopped giving a shit.
Like I've definitely been guilty of that before. I've been like, oh,
yeah.
wow, like we definitely got here like at a good time.
Yeah. And it's just like a natural reaction, I guess, to have as like it's something like, it's usually like that, like lull in the conversation. You're standing in line, you've run out of things to talk about. And so you're like, oh shit, like look at it now. They opened more ropes, which means we didn't have to walk through that. Crazy.
And then if it starts raining, it's like, oh man, good thing we got here 10 minutes ago. We would have been stuck out in the rain.
Yeah, we would have, you know,
if we were standing outside.
Like, wow, yeah, cool.
I have to go blow my nose. So
okay,
talk amongst yourselves.
Well, happily, yeah. Wow, look at Dave thinking of the podcast. Post burp, of course, but
post burp, yeah.
That was a bad one too.
Right in the beginning. So people will instantly be repulsed.
Yeah. They'll definitely be off the podcast right after that moment. Everything we're talking about right now doesn't fucking matter. They're not going to be here for it. Well, we'll give a chat. We'll take this time to take this opportunity to shout out the YouTube channel and the TikTok. Make sure you subscribe at the Shuffle Podcast on YouTube and follow at the Shuffle Podcast on TikTok. And then eventually I'm going to make the Instagram that Sarah will be in charge of. I got the YouTube, Dave's got the TikTok, Sarah will have the Instagram. That of course will be actually, I believe at the Shuffle Podcast is taken on Instagram. So we'll have to figure that out. Might be at the Shuffle Podcast with an underscore somewhere. We'll figure it out and we'll post clips and probably clips. Maybe some pictures. Maybe like quotes.
Maybe the quotes would be fun.
Yeah.
Quotes would be so fun.
Yeah, I think so. But that'll be coming soon as I have some time to not be a lazy piece of shit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I can relate.
Yep. Dave's back. How's your nose?
We're talking shit. It's good. I could not hear what you were talking about. So
we were shouting out the social needs.
Oh, like why?
Well, just to be like, follow on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, follow on TikTok, Instagram coming soon. Just a little mid podcast for those who don't make it to the end,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll just put a cough.
I would have done ads, but we don't have any sponsors.
Yeah.
Still waiting on Chipotle to get back to me.
Yeah.
Also, burrito day
today.
Free queso at Moe's or at Chipotle.
I don't like Chipotle's queso.
No, neither do I. But I got the text. Free queso.
I was like, are you going to give me a free burrito?
Yeah, can I get a free whatever I want, please?
We might have a good deal then.
Wait, but does Moe's just free queso?
I don't know. I'm sure Moe's does something. I don't get texts from Moe's.
Why would it be called free burrito day if you don't get a free burrito?
It's not free burrito day. It's burrito day.
Sorry. Why would you not get a free burrito if it's burrito day?
Okay, they can't afford to give away free burritos to everybody that walks in the door.
They give out $1 burritos on Halloween if you show up in a costume.
I know. I got one time.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm trying to save all my points so I can buy the Chipotle sweatshirt.
Why don't you just buy the Chipotle
sweatshirt?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
a crew neck.
All I want. Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
I just got my first crew neck the other day, and I was like, "There's no way." Like, I've seen people wear it. Like my friend up in Brockport, my friend's roommate, which is also my friend now. But either way, he wears a lot of crew necks, and then I saw this one crew neck on Barstools that it says on the back. It says you can't drink all day unless you start in the morning. And I go, bro. They had a short sleeve, they had a long sleeve, and then they had the crew neck. And I was like, I have so many t-shirts. And I was like, I'm starting to wear like more long sleeves, but I was like, I want to do a crew neck, but I don't know if I can pull it off. And they're like, dude, you fucking rock that shit. Like you should get it. And I was like, thanks guys, So I'm like, I thought about it a little bit. And then when I was actually up in Brockport, like last week, I think my friend gave me his crew neck because he was wearing it, but it was a little small. And then I was like, well, let me just try it on. He was like, why don't you just keep it on? Because, whatever. And I was like, oh, this is comfortable too, blah, blah, blah. So I ordered it. Bless you.
Thank you.
Just the squeak that made it through your microphone.
Oh. So I got it the other day, and And I was like, so I put it on, and you know how when you get the first time you get a hoodie, or I guess a crew neck now, the inside is like the softest thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's like, I never want to wash this thing because I don't want to get rid of the inside feeling.
Yeah.
But I put it on and I was like, I can't wait to get my next one. I want to, there's a Bills one that I have a screenshot of my phone. I'm like, I want to get another one now. I'm just be the crew neck guy.
I definitely prefer them, but I definitely go through phases too with like crew necks and hoodies. I have equal amount of both of them. Right now I'm in a nice crew neck phase, but I also have wildly oversized. So I have some that fit me correctly, but like most of my crew necks are in like an extra large, and they just are so comfy that way.
Yeah, I can't do the crew neck. I don't rock the crew neck. I wear hoodies or a quarter zip.
Mm-hmm.
Quarter zips are nice.
Quarter zips are nice. I have one quarter zip.
They're nice.
What?
Quarter zip fleece. Those are nice.
I think I have one. I think I have maybe one of those. I have I have like 6 quarter zips, like 3 like the athletic type ones, and I think maybe like 2 kind of fleecy ones, and 1 dressy one. But I have so many hoodies. Like when I was thinking about getting a crew neck, I was like, I understand that it's just a hoodie without a hood. Yeah. But I was like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I just can't pull it off. But I have so many hoodies, and that I literally wear. Like there's not a chance in winter that I'm not walking out of the house without a hoodie on. So like I just go through, and at one point they were organized by like, okay, these ones are from like high school. These ones are just like random ones. What is that? A measuring tape?
Yeah, physics homework.
Right, that's what they're calling it. But I was like, okay, I needed something else. It's blue too in my crew neck. I thought it was gonna be a different type of blue, but I dig it. So yeah.
I just purchased something as well. As we know, I have a wild habit of drunk texting. And my friends and I were out this weekend, and we found this hat that says "Alcohol you later."
Like, it's a song.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
You later.
Yeah.
And at first I didn't get it. I was like, alcohol you later. Like alcohol. Like I was like not understanding.
Yeah. You can keep repeating it.
Alcohol. You later.
And then I was like I said it like a 5th time, and I was like, oh my God, I get it. And my friends were like, you need to buy the hat because that is you, my friend. And I was like, okay. So it's like one of those like trucker hats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the name of a country song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Brad Paisley.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's a pretty good song. I like it anyways.
I'll listen to it on the way home tonight. But I was like, yeah, I need to purchase that. So I didn't buy the one from the store because the one in the store is like $42. And I found one online for $15. So I bought that one.
Steal.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah. So I'm pretty happy.
Steal. Yeah, I can't wait to wear this crew neck. But I'd like to wear it on a day that I start drinking in the morning, because that'd be the best. Like sometimes in Brockport, they have at the bar we go to, they get like 2 sheets of breakfast pizza, and then and bottomless mimosas, and it starts at like 10 a.m. I think. Oh no,
prime opportunity.
No, it starts at noon. Fuck,
like a brunch.
But like I could easily just like down a drink in the morning. Be like, okay, I started in the morning.
Yeah,
I started 11:30. That's the morning.
Yeah, I'm hyped for like beach weekends to wear the hat. Like that's funny.
Yeah.
Here, I have a picture. Like it's so
solid.
It's so funny. And surprisingly, I went with the orange. Not much of a color gal, but it was the color combo I liked the best out of all of them.
Except what, like the part that says "alcohol you later" is orange.
This is one of the other ones.
Oh yeah, I don't like that one.
No.
And I didn't like that one. That was the one I got. I could have gone with this one, but I don't have like much red, so I didn't like that one. And then I own too much green, so I
Couldn't even tell that's green.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Sounds like it. It's a cool hat. I mean, honestly, the hats that like, I'm also like hats that say that, or like, sorry, items of clothing that have like cool sayings. Bless you.
Thank you.
Items of clothing that have like cool. I just like the one shirt that I wanted that I have like screenshotted in my phone. It's like, oh, reading. I think it's just like reading Japanese is easy. Just turn your head. And so it looks like Japanese lettering. And then when you turn your head, it says like, go fuck yourself.
My college roommate, she saw a hat that said, I'm never drinking again. And she's like, that's mine. And so she got that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Because we all lie to ourselves.
I also say that, but I also always drink again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've said that. I mean, with the amount of times that I've thrown up, you'd think I've said it more, but I've definitely said it. Like I think the one time I said it, like after the Letchworth incident, and I was just like, no, dude, I'm not doing this again. Surprisingly enough, I don't think I said it after I shit on Tyler's floor.
No, well, that was too good of a moment to not drink again.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, what's that? It was like drunk. Wait. It was something. There's like a saying, like on TikTok, like a sound, and it's like, drunk memories will last. It says something, and then drunk memories will last forever. And I'm like, see, you just have to keep drinking.
Yeah.
Not in an alcoholic way. Okay. Don't kill yourself.
Don't become an alcoholic, but definitely keep drinking.
But definitely keep drinking. In a good, safe.
Yeah. Practice safe drinking.
Yeah.
No limits.
Dave doesn't.
What are you talking about? I'm here today still. So I'm safe.
Well,
yeah. I think I'm safe.
The morning after the whole drinking with Tyler thing, and I like got way too drunk. Like the next morning, I got home, felt fine, but I like went back to sleep, and I woke up, and I started shivering at one point, and it was definitely because I like didn't feel great, and I thought of what I said to you on the podcast. So
you're like, oh, that's the alcohol poisoning, Dave.
It was so fun.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That has never happened to me.
You've never just started like shivering?
No.
Because you're so drunk? Or because you're throwing up?
No. See, I think it was just because I was fucking cold.
I mean, it doesn't help that you're cold, but like there are
woken up and been like, holy fuck, I need water like right now.
Yeah, there's been that, but like
but I've never like shivering from drinking too much.
You've never like thrown up and you're just like over the toilet, just your whole body hurts, you're shaking uncontrollably.
No, because then I throw up and I just pass out.
Yeah. I'll bet you $10 you're sleeping or you're shaking while you're throwing up there.
Maybe.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I don't remember it. So
yeah. What happened to me. I'll ask your friends.
Okay.
Does she ever shiver?
Does she ever shiver when she's blacked out, fucking hammered out of her mind?
Oh yeah.
I'll be like, oh my God, shakes like a fucking chihuahua. And I'll be like, fuck you.
Bingo. Bingo bango.
Bingo bango bongo. All right. What do we want to do here? Want to wrap this up?
Wait, hold on. I think I actually had something to talk. Hold on, Sarah, what did you say?
I said I was trying to think of anything else that's happened to me.
I don't have anything special. I went back to work the day after I got back. Didn't want to, but I did. Went back to work. I walk into work and I went into the manager's office to grab the radio to start the day. And they're like, Joe, welcome back. And I go, yeah. And somebody was like, oh, where'd you go again? I was like, oh, Buffalo. And they go, I'm sorry. I'm like, fuck you.
I'm sorry.
I didn't say fuck you to my manager, but like, They were like, was it cold? I go, I mean, yeah. It's March and April in Buffalo. Like, it's not warm yet.
On Tuesday, I woke up and I had we were getting the new furniture, and our dad had texted me saying, hey, they're like, he told me the night before, like, hey, they're going to be here between this time, and he had to go to work. So he was like, you got to like be downstairs in case they show up between like 12 and 3.
Yeah.
So I woke up at 12, texted my mom up so he didn't have to like come upstairs and wake me up. And then at 1 o'clock, he goes, or like 12:45, he was like, they're here. And I'm like, so I quickly get up, put sweatpants on, put a hoodie on, walk downstairs. They brought in one piece already. He was still there because he didn't have to leave yet. And I walk outside and I'm like, holy fuck, man. It was 65 degrees outside.
Oh,
and sunny. And I was like, Jesus, man, I'm expecting it to be like 40.
Yeah.
And that's why I put all this stuff on. And of course, I was sick. So like, I didn't feel like moving at all. And I'm missing this beautiful day. Like I think I watched 8 movies that day.
Damn.
Because I was up to like, I usually keep my sleep schedule, whether I'm sick or not. And so I was watching movies from probably like 4 to 4. I was like, I watched
12 hours of movies.
12 hours of movies. And then like yesterday I called in as well, still watched some movies. I'm just like, let's see what's on Netflix. Let's see what's on this. I watched West Side Story on HBO yesterday. Good movie.
I just watched all the Twilight movies, except the last one. I haven't watched the last one.
It's the best one.
I know.
You've never seen them before?
No, never. Or read the books. Any of it.
God.
Fuck the books.
The books are great.
I tried to read the books. And when I was in like 6th grade, and I was like, these are the most boring things I've ever read in my life.
Loved them. Loved those books.
Dude, first time I picked up Twilight, the first book. I think 4 words in, there was a long word. And I go, nope.
So it happened to me with Harry Potter.
I was like, what is this word? And I go, I'm not reading anymore. And I haven't touched a fucking book since. That is what traumatized me, to never read.
I was getting so infuriated with the movies because the endings are so dumb. Like they'll be like, gotta go tell Charlie we're getting married. And then the movie just ends.
I don't think a single movie ends that way, but okay.
I literally just watched them, and she goes, we have to go do something more scary. Tell Charlie that we're getting married. And they're standing in the field.
Yeah. They do. She does say that.
Thank you. It's at the end of Eclipse. And I was like, this is how the movie ends. And then
that's how the book ends.
Breaking on part 1.
Also, spoilers, if you haven't seen the Twilight movies, Sarah's going to spoil the whole fucking saga for you, just so you're aware.
Opens her eyes. Like, yeah, I get it. She's a vampire. First of all, why couldn't she have just become a fucking vampire at the start like she wanted? Everything could have been avoided.
Yeah, there wouldn't have been movies if that happened.
There would have been one movie. You could have wrapped it all up.
Okay? It wouldn't have been as good.
I get it. But like, there could have been other movies like pertaining to like her then, like being a vampire.
It wouldn't have been entertaining. The risk was she could have died at any point throughout these movies.
Yeah.
She can't die.
The acting in them is so bad.
Well, yeah, but.
Yeah, that's a little. Dude, I just watched.
How could anybody be Team Jacob?
I don't fucking know. Thank you. Let's fucking go.
Like, crybaby.
Fuck him. What a big fucking pussy bitch.
Like, he's hot. I get it. Like,
yeah, whatever.
But like, he is just a crybaby the whole time.
Because he's a kid. He's like 16.
They're all like 16.
No. They're all like
100.
Well, yeah, but like
Bella's 18.
Yeah.
Oh, big 2-year difference.
It really is, though. I mean, like, if you think like, a an 18-year-old female versus a 16-year-old guy, like the maturity is way more than 2 years.
Yeah. But he's just a big crybaby the entire time.
Yeah. Jacob's a fucking dick licker.
The only reason I like him, not that I'm team anything because I don't give a fuck, but I just like wolves. So like, I'd like to
wolves are cool, but like,
yeah, so that's the only reason. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about a vampire.
Like, I mean, maybe if I read the books, I'd understand more, but like, who the fuck cares? Werewolves
even let me tell you right now, in the books, Jacob's even worse.
No, but I really?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, vampires do whatever the fuck you want. Werewolves do whatever you want. Like, why is there this big feud? I don't really understand. Like, just you do different things. You exist differently. Goodbye.
Like, I think it's the whole like.
I think that's
it's the whole like the vampires kill people thing, and the wolves don't like that. Well, yeah, but it's the fact of the matter.
But I just don't get why they hate the Cullens so much when they're not harming people. That's the soapbox.
Because the wolves are fucking pussies. That's why.
Thank you.
Online, yeah.
Listen, I'm Team Edward all the way, and I'm proud to admit that. I don't give a fuck.
You guys are a bunch of.
I'm Team Robert Pattinson any day of this goddamn week.
Yes.
No,
that's motherfucking vengeance.
Fuck the new Batman movie.
It's so good.
I don't think I ever wanted to see it.
It's very good.
Because it's just, I don't know. It didn't look appealing to me at all.
No, it's very good.
And I've heard Joe say it's very good, but he says that after like every movie he sees.
Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of bad movies, but this movie, from every person I've talked to, they've said it's a good movie.
I've talked
and
to
like
people
Batman's my least favorite superhero. I don't give a fuck about Batman. This was a good movie.
I've talked to 3 people about it. You, girl at work who said it was and boring and 3 hours long, and then Brother John who said worst movie.
Brother John's fucking stupid.
Well, and then you, good movie.
Ask Shannon. Movie. Shannon loved it, and Shannon doesn't like superhero movies.
Batman's not even a superhero, bro. He's literally just a rich bitch. Little pussy.
I mean, so is Iron Man if you think about it, but
yeah, no kidding. But Marvel's better.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I had something else to say.
Let's fucking wrap at the trivia. We're running out of time anyways.
Okay, yeah.
Now I have 2 movies that I have to finish the last movies for.
You really should read the books, though. The books are very good.
I want to
No,
read
you
Harry
shouldn't.
Potter before I read Twilight.
No, that's fine. Like, I'm not saying start them right now, but the books are very good.
Pick a number.
18.
3, 6, 12. What Arctic sea whale has one long horn on its head?
I know it.
Easy.
Do we want to go with it, or do we want to?
Do we all just say it? Okay, well, we're not getting points for this. Nobody, right?
No. Okay, so we'll do a different one.
Yeah. Do we want to say it out loud?
Sure.
3, 2, 1.
Narwhal.
Wait, what? That's how you spell narwhal?
N-A-R
after the W?
W-H. Yeah, so it's a whale. Narwhal.
Anyways,
Narwhal.
okay.
Narwhal.
We're gonna go to
Alcohol.
18, we're gonna go to 21, 24. Here we go. What was the full name of Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother? Anybody?
I got nothing.
No.
What is the heaviest of the 3 swords used in Olympic fencing?
But can we see what the name is? Because it's gonna bug me.
Elizabeth Angela Marguerite Boaz Lyon.
Shut up. Nobody cares.
Well, hold on. What is the heaviest of the 3?
Is
it the saber? No, it's the épée.
Do you know them?
No, I only knew saber, and I'm not even confident that is one.
Oh.
What is
It never sleeps?
name? I
The
think
Big
it's
Apple.
Oh. Wait, we all have different
Big
answers
Apple
here?
is pretty good.
I said
Yeah.
Big Apple.
I said city that never sleeps. But Big Apple seems right.
What'd you say, Sarah?
Concrete jungle, but I think Big Apple is right.
I'll take the points if we want to go with it. I'll take the points.
I mean, we can.
We can.
I can't believe we all went with different answers there. I'm gonna be honest.
Ooh, I'm actually really shocked.
Yeah, let's go with it.
All right.
Yeah, as soon as you said Big Apple, that made so much sense.
Yeah.
But
I'll take the fucking points.
I was just thinking, the city never sleeps.
So that puts us I'm at 4. Dave, you are at 2. Sarah, you are at 2.
That's not right.
Wait, Dave, you're Sarah, you're at 4. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I was looking at Dave's numbers again when I said that.
I don't want Dave's numbers, they're bad.
Damn, all right.
Listen, there's gonna be one time that I win trivia.
two weeks left. This would have been the last week, but you motherfuckers missed episodes, so.
Hey, listen, we got shit to do. Fun to be had.
This is the B.
People to see.
Sarah, where can the people, or wait a second, that's not the order we're going, is it? Dave, where can people find you?
You can find me
Almost
dying
fucked everything
on
up.
my bed. At tshark101 is my Twitter. _David Sharkey _ is my Instagram. Eat of the week. Yo, Joe, that chicken that you gave me,
The
from East Aurora,
Mexican? Yeah.
That Mexican, yeah, it was good.
It was really the sauce, right?
Yeah, it was like a little spicy to it. I
Mhm.
tossed potatoes onto it, like mashed potatoes, because it wasn't enough for me to just eat. Rice was
the
there.
other stuff they gave me was like refried beans and lettuce, and I was like, Dave doesn't want refried beans, and the lettuce it doesn't add anything. So
yeah, no shot. But I cut it I just kind of cut it all up in there, and then just mixed everything around. It was a little bit of rice that was there, and the potatoes. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. That's pretty good.
yeah, that chicken was fine. I wish I didn't feel like shit. I would have probably eaten the whole thing. It was just like Chipotle sauce that it was on. Not from Chipotle, of course, but Chipotle,
of course.
Sarah?
My Instagram is Sarah Bayless with 3 A's. You'll see it eventually. I did get pictures developed, so they're actually on my computer. So
Just fucking do it.
We've made some progress. I'll probably do it on the plane tomorrow. So give me something to do.
You can't upload Instagram on the plane, can you?
Yeah, but they'll just say and then I'll just press retry when I get off.
Oh, okay.
Eat of the week, I'm gonna go with my dinner from yesterday. I ordered hand-pulled noodles. It's literally what the restaurant is called. It's like Chinese, but it's like
the restaurant is called Hand-Pulled Noodles.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just how I like my noodles.
Hand-pulled nudes. And I got, noodles.
No shit.
With broccoli and garlic sauce, which is my favorite thing to get from a Chinese place. And then I got steamed chicken dumplings. It was really good. But the noodles were obviously the best part.
Yeah.
So you like chicken dumplings?
Yeah. So like when you think of a dumpling, Dave, what do you think of?
Soggy bread. That's disgusting.
Yeah. It's from from an Asian restaurant. They're like little it's very like thin. It's almost
pasta.
like it's kind of like a pasta bread, and you said it was fried.
I got the steamed.
So steamed are a little bit more on like I don't want to say soggy because that's gonna sound bad.
No.
They're on like the doughier side, but when you get them fried, they're like crispy, and they're not like mom's dumplings that taste like fucking a soggy muffin.
Well, mom doesn't make dumplings.
They were really good.
Yeah, they're very good. The dumplings you're thinking of, Dave, are not the dumplings Sarah's talking about. I promise you.
Oh, okay.
Hand-pulled nudes would never do me like that.
No.
Hand-pulled nudes.
Hand-pulled nudes. You can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography, my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky, my YouTube channel at Joe Sharky. And my eat of the week is I got a lot of options because I went home And so I was naturally eating a lot of buffalo food, which is always my favorite. And I thought when we started this podcast, I was going to pick Pizza Press that I got this morning that had pepperoni, sausage, bacon, chicken, corn, and banana peppers on it. So good. And hot sauce. But I think I'm going to go with, oh boy. Dave, you took that chicken. I was going to use that too because that was really good. But
I mean, we both had it. I think
that's true. Yeah. No, I think I'm going to go with when we went to Southern Tier and I got those tacos.
Those yeah. I got a burger.
I had what were even in the tacos? What was that?
Carn. No, it's not that because that's what I said. And Joe was like, "That's not it."
No, the carnitas. It was very, very good. From Southern Tier.
I got Los Tacos again this week too, but I couldn't use them again.
You can't use them again. And I've used Pizza Press before, so I wanted to go something different. Southern Tier, the tacos I got, good price, good food, good drinks, good times.
Perfect.
I'm good friends, good food. What else could you want?
As for the podcast, like we said earlier, you can follow us on TikTok at the Shuffle Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod, the CSG POD. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, all at the Shuffle Podcasts. We did not upload a clip on TikTok from the previous episode. That's because I was too busy doing shit to get a clip from the episode. So sorry about that. But there will be one this week. So make sure you follow us on there. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye, everyone.